is on my side. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, with the death of Bob Bloch and Carl Edward Wagner and Burt Lancaster and Sir Devendra Varma, about 5 or 6 real nice people died the last couple of weeks as we are filming this. You think about time. You think about how much time you got left, and you think about what memory is. And in truth, who we are is only a congeries of memories. When I talk about this happening at some convention or that happening at some convention, it's only real as long as there are still people alive who can back it up. When I talk about meeting Hugo Gernsback, there may have been somebody else in Chicago who said, yeah, I saw that when Ellison met a Gernsback. It was really interesting. When Bob Bloch dies, the past goes. So I've been thinking about time. I've been thinking about time. And time, at this time of the year, is chronicled by calendars. It's a long stretch, I know, but I don't know, calendars just suddenly seemed important to me. And so I have assembled a group of really interesting calendars that you can go out and look for. Now, at this time of year, many of you get your new calendars and you get the latest Star Trek calendar, or you get the latest Hildebrandt calendar, or every year you may get the Boris Vallejo or the Frank Frazetta calendar. And I'm going to try this year to move you off that. I'm going to try to bring into your life a little culture. You hear what I'm saying to you here? I'm talking culture. What I would like to do is get you to start looking at some of the wonderful art images that are a little fantastic in nature, but are not specifically genre-oriented. Like, for instance, back here, let me reach for it. There's a cactus here, and I don't want to hurt myself, but one of the great, great artists, a man named Gustav Klimt. Klimt did these beautiful, beautiful paintings. And this is a calendar of Klimt art. And it's published by a wonderful publishing house called Tenus. And Tenus publishes many, many, many wonderful calendars with terrific artists on them. The Klimt is only one of them. The Klimt, let me show you the Maxfield Parrish. This is the Maxfield Parrish calendar. It is so beautiful. Maxfield Parrish was the master. Most of the fantasists of today, whether it's Don Maitz or Michael Whalen, will tell you that Maxfield Parrish was the man. There's Parrish. Keith Haring. You ought to see Keith Haring. He had a very short art career. It was only from 1981 to 1990. And he did these wonderful street drawings, and he did these wonderful kind of fantasy images of the universe. Keith Haring died of AIDS, and some of the images are vaguely sexual in nature, but as you can see, there's nothing vaguely sexual about that at all. He just had these wonderful, wonderful kind of innocent street images, and I recommend to you Keith Haring, the 1995 Keith Haring. These are all Tenus calendars. Kenny Scharf is one of these great modern fantasists. Kenny Scharf's stuff is so funny and so pretty that it'll make you smile every day that you have the calendar up. I recommend Kenny Scharf to you. That's S-C-H-A-R-F. Now, let me show you something that Tenus does that you're going to love. This is called a cassette, a CD cassette calendar. This is Magritte, and on the back is the calendar. But each day, each month rather, is a Magritte painting. This one is one of my big faves. This is an easel calendar. Now, this one was done by Chronicle Books in San Francisco. You got to ask for this. This is the Kinsey Locomotive Portraits, and it forms an easel like that, and it stands up like that, and you flip it each month on your desk like this, and you wind up with these great images of old locomotives. It's a terrific one. It's not fantasy, I know, but it's wonderful. My last one is one of my real faves. This is the Fractals 1995 calendar. These are the computer-generated images that are based on the fractal geometry of Mandelbrot, and they are just beautiful. And here is a for instance. This is called Snowflake in Winter. It's by Darrell Hepting, and it's Van Koch's Snowflake Curve, an early mathematical monster, and it's just gorgeous. And you hang that one up in your house, and people will come in and say, instead of seeing these oiled barbarian warriors and women with improbable breasts, they will say, you got culture, you got class, and you will have that class for a full year if you'll only listen to me.